But Seamus Coleman's joined us. First of all, I don't want to talk about tactics, I don't want to talk about the game plan, I just want to ask how you feel at this moment with the 3 points.
We feel relieved, you know. We're not where we want to be, but we need to find a way to get out of it, and it was a massive occasion coming here today. I've been at the club for 12 years, but the reception we had coming in today from the fans really played a part on us getting that win today. And you know, we only have 3 points done. We need to keep fighting to keep this great club in the league.
Seamus, since over the last month, I've seen a real upturn in terms of performances and the desire and attitude of the players. What's changed?
It's hard to put your finger on it, but I'm not saying nobody realised the situation we're in. I knew for a while that you know, the results weren't great, but I think you know, we've had a few chats amongst ourselves, we've had chats with the manager, and just trying to get everyone on board, or get them to feel like what this football club, you know, is all about, and how long we've been in the Premier League. So we're all working ever so hard to make sure that's the case, but we know how tough the league is as well. And you know, yesterday you get a bit deflated with the result, but you got to come here today, and like I touched on, our fans have been great, and I think the home form, to go back to your point, has been massive in the last month, because you know, they're not letting us away with anything, which is rightly so.
We spoke about, before the show started, we said about the impact of yesterday's result, and would that impact the players? And I said, it's got to, you know, because the players will be looking at all the results right now. But the most important thing, I think, looking at the team now, is that there's a real togetherness, and it's starting to really show on the pitch now. Yeah,
for sure. You can see it, like, towards the end of them games, you know, Alex Iwobi coming defending the back post, lads really, you know, putting in for the team. And it's a strange thing to say, because it's not like we weren't putting in for the team at the beginning, but no. I know we've got, you know, battered pillar to post from the outside, but we have got good lads. It's just about touching the right things to keep us on track. But we'll keep going. And yeah, yesterday's result, I probably expected Burnley to win the game, but then when you're watching it, the way it happened is a bit more deflating, you know, with the 2 late goals. But we just got to keep going and concentrate on ourselves.
Just one final thing from me then. I want to know what did Frank Lampard say to you guys before the game, say to you lads in the dressing room, because this is, as Alan mentioned, this is the best we've seen in terms of performance from your side.
No, listen, the manager spoke really well today. I don't want to go into what he said, but he told us.
Well, I might ask him.
Yeah,
he does come
you can
out
ask
to
him.
speak to us.
He was good and honest with a bunch of lads, and you know, sometimes that's what you need as players. You know, I've been guilty of it myself, trying as a leader to put our arm around people, but sometimes, you know, you just need a good bit of honesty. And as you can see, we're fighting till the very end there because he's working so hard for the club as well.
All right, thank you very much, Seamus.
Okay,
all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Thanks. Cheers. Thank you.
I don't want to just come off that and be a bit of a negative Nancy about things, but it is just one win at this point, and there's still a high chance that Everton could still very well be relegated. It also highly depends on how Leeds does and how Burnley does, because the concern is, with 5 games left to play, is discovering that sort of performance coming too late.
That is a really valid question. I think the one thing is that I'd rather be entering the last 5 or 6 games in better form than what they have been in early on in the season. I think it's no surprise that, for me, Everton's best performances of the season have all been within the last month. I know at Anfield it wasn't the result he wanted, but there were signs that Everton was starting to be harder to beat, and they were starting to be a threat. But the biggest thing for me is that I think Everton have got their mojo back in terms of amongst themselves. I think they've really found a togetherness, and I think they've, in a way, because there's been a lot of criticism, they've closed ranks, and I think with that it's helped them to become a better unit.
Sticking together through tough times, so with the way you put it,
Yeah, I think answering that as well is it's obviously the away performances that they've got to come and match what they've shown today, because you know, there's no secret that, you know, Everton have been poor away from home. If they can perform like the way they have done today away from home, I think that would be really key. But it's in their own hands now, and that's where you want it to be. With a result like this today, it's in your own hands, and going into 5 games to go, that's what you want on your side.